We met down in Norfolk, Virginia at ODU. I vividly remember she was wearing the blue jeans, the blue shirt, bleach blonde hair, and just at that moment I knew there was something special and different about Sierra that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her, and it was love at first sight. As cliche as it is, something hit me that I knew she was the one.
The first time I met him, I thought he was too good to be true. He's funny, he's witty, he goes above and beyond for everybody and always pushes them to be the best versions of themselves. Every time we were together, he was my best friend, my biggest supporter. He's very selfless, and his love for his family is unlike anybody I've ever known. It's everything I've ever wanted in a person. To the love of my life, the day has finally come. After 7 years, I can officially call you my wife and continue this amazing journey we are on. Thank you for everything you've done and continue to do for me day in and day out, for showing me what true love is, for always being there for me. As I sit here and tear up, I'm so blessed to have found the perfect partner that will be an amazing wife, mother, and friend. I cannot wait to start an amazing family with you and create a loving environment for our kids to grow up in. I'm so very proud of you, and I know your dad and grandparents are looking down on you with the biggest smile. They truly raised an amazing woman, and I wish I could thank them. Enjoy today with your friends and try your best to take it all in. I cannot wait to see how amazing you look tonight and see your beautiful smile. You asked me the other day what my favorite feature was about you, and my final answer is your smile. It's infectious. There's nothing better than your smile when you tell me you got a promotion, your smile when you're around your friends and family, your smile when you see the dogs, your smile when something good happens to someone else, the smile when you laugh, the smile when you talk about our future. Now I cannot wait to see your smile when you walk down that aisle and we spend the rest of our lives together. I love you to the moon and back. Your husband, Joseph Jude Cabin.
Joe, what a gift is enough for someone who has given you the world. There is no object and no words to express my love for you. Thank you for being my best friend, my rock, and my support system through these years. You have taught me so much in the past 7 years, especially how to love myself. You've shown me what a real man and true love are. This is your great-grandfather's wedding ring. He wore it for more than 30 years of happy marriage and set the tone for your grandfather to be the man he is. I hope it brings you the same love and happiness it brought Papa. I can't wait to have 30 plus years of happy marriage to you. I love you with everything I have. Forever yours, Sierra Cabin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Joseph and Sierra, I would like to begin by thanking everyone for being here in this amazing tropical setting. We are gathered here in this wonderful paradise to celebrate one of life's most important relationships, the joining of a man and a woman in marriage. Today, Joseph and Sierra, you will be joining your separate lives. The two separate bottles of sand symbolize your separate lives, separate families, and separate set of friends. They also represent all that you are and all that you'll ever be as an individual. They represent your lives until this very moment. As you join these grains of sand into one, your lives are also joined together as one. And just as these grains of sand become inseparable, may your union be the same, walking hand in hand along the path of your marriage. Joseph and Sierra, love, trust, and forgiveness are the foundation of marriage. In marriage, many days will bring happiness, while other days may be sad. But together, two hearts that can overcome everything. In marriage, all the moments won't be exciting or romantic, and sometimes worries and anxieties will be overwhelming. But together, two hearts that accept will find comfort together.
Joseph, as a true testament to our relationship, I would like to start my vows with a quote by Phil Jackson. For those who don't know, is one of the best basketball coaches of all time.
Already a keeper.
The quote goes, "Good teams may become great ones when the members trust each other enough to surrender the me to we." Today I'm surrendering the me for we, as I join you in marriage in front of our family, friends, and God. From the beginning of our relationship, you set the bar extremely high with your kindness, compassion, and your love for your family. Every day in the past 7 years, you've continued to make me feel valued, loved, and safe, regardless of what we faced. You've pushed me to become the absolute greatest version of myself and helped me achieve goals that I never fathomed of reaching. As we enter our marriage, I have some vows for you. First and foremost, I vow to always grow with you, encourage you, and support both you and your dreams wherever they may take us. I vow to always care for you, whether it be a regular cold or a man cold. I vow to watch basketball with you and even maybe get excited when LeBron hits a buzzer beater. But above all else, I vow to love you unconditionally through all the highs and lows that life may bring for us. You're my best friend, and I'm so grateful to be on this adventure with you.
Sierra Nicole Taylor. After 6 months of chasing you around and 7 years of dating, today has finally come. When I first saw you at the Right Dog in Norfolk with your ripped jeans, blue shirt, and bleach blonde hair, a feeling took over inside of me that I've never felt before, and at that moment, I knew you were the one. Thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for making me a better man and always pushing me to a higher standard. Thank you for always supporting my dreams, letting me be myself, and showing me what true love really is. The way that you love and care for myself and my entire family is unlike any other, and there is no one else I'd want to spend the rest of my life with. You are just as beautiful on the inside as you are on the outside. I promise to be the most loyal and loving husband, father to our future kids, and most importantly, your best friend. I promise to always sorry, my handwriting this morning was a little nervous. I promise to always be your biggest supporter and number one fan. I promise to have your back and never go to bed angry. I promise to still love you, even on the days that I may not like you. Lastly, I promise to always be the man you fell in love with throughout this amazing journey that we're going to continue to experience. Sierra, I love you more than anything, today and forever, and I will give you my heart, soul, and trust until the day I die.
Joseph and Sierra, I now have the honor of pronouncing you husband and wife. Joseph, you may kiss your bride. My pleasure to present for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Joseph and Sierra Cavan.
hope everybody had a great afternoon. It was perfect weather. Everything was beautiful. I know I thanked you all for being here last night, and now it's time to really get down and celebrate. You know, it's not very often that you have somebody that comes into your life and soothes your soul. And that is what Joe Cavan has done for Sierra Taylor. Since he came into her life, there's been a sense of calm that has come in. The panic attacks that she had when she was younger went away, the anxieties, and she's just become a more confident and beautiful human all the way around. And that is because of Joe Cavan. You know, Joe, we were afraid that, you know, he was going to try and get away and he might be living in a box under my back step or something, but he got smart and decided to stick around, and we are so thankful because we love Joe. He has become a son to us over the past 7 years, and we are truly, truly grateful to now have you and the rest of your family as a part of our family. We love you guys so much, and we are here to celebrate with you. Thank you for allowing us to do this, and here's to you.
Hey guys! I wrote everything down so that I don't forget anything, because I'm not good at on the spot. So if you don't know, I'm Sierra's younger sister. I hope that all of you know that. But when she asked me if I had my speech ready this morning, I looked at her and I said yes. I was writing it as she was talking to me this morning, as I was getting my hair and makeup done. I feel like I'm nervous right now, but the first thing I want to say is that anything I say will never truly encompass the love I have for my sister or express how happy I am that she's marrying into the best family ever. I want to tell y'all the story of the first time I ever saw Joe. It's not the typical Sierra bringing a boy home to meet the family. She actually showed me a picture of him, zoomed in from the other side of the ODU basketball court, and asked me if he was cute. I have no idea why she thought this grainy and awful photo would be a good first impression, but it's definitely something that I never forgot. And if you're wondering what I responded to that, I looked at her and said, Sierra, it's not about how he looks, but it's about what's on the inside. And I was very young and definitely don't stick to that anymore. But when I finally met Joe, I realized he actually was amazing on the inside. And ever since this happened, I knew this would be the story that I told at her wedding after many, 7 years to be exact. I'm glad I can finally tell this story to my new family for the first time, and hopefully some more tiny new families coming in the next couple years, you know? So Sierra, thank you for being my role model and inspiration in everything I do. I strive to be more like you every day, and I love you so, so much. And Joe, thank you for always being there for my whole family and for teaching me that to get a boyfriend, all I need is good smelling hair. You both are going to have a great life, and I can't wait to crash it when I live with y'all this summer. So cheers to new family and to true love.
Well, I've been blessed with a great memory, so you guys are in for a treat, because I have more Joe stories than you can imagine. We found out that we were going to have a Joe in November, and Joe was born in December. And the evening Joe was born at Dr. Henrico Doctor's Hospital, the whole family was there. Dr. Philippe Girard, Chris Cavan, Lucretia Cavan, and Ann, AKA Nana. And a couple days after Joe was born, we took him home. And we drove to Cambridge, Virginia, which is right on the border in North Carolina. And that night, we were in bed. Ann, Nana, Angela, myself, and Joe. And Angela's crying because she feels pain. And Joe is crying because he's an infant. And then Paddington, a 60-pound golden retriever, got in bed with us also. So that was the first night with Joe. And every day after that was an adventure and just a great deal of fun. Joe and I did everything together, and we got in trouble together. Well, one Saturday morning, Nana and Angela decided to go shopping. So Joe and I are there by ourselves, and we're shooting baskets in the driveway. And Nana, who is a shopper, went out a few days before, maybe a few weeks before, at a garage sale, and she bought a pink bike for Joe. So Joe decides, Papa, can I paint the bike? I said, sure, Joe. So Joe got blue paint. He painted the bike, he painted the seats, he painted the chain, he painted the wheels, and he also painted the garage floor. So because Joe is so special, Nana didn't say anything to him, but she did say a lot to me. The blue bike story. Now, everything in our family, our family are marathon runners, but basketball is key. And with Joe, every day was basketball. He went to basketball camps. He went to elite basketball camp at Dartmouth. He went to UVA basketball camps. And he did everything with me. We went to Rucker Park in Harlem. He went every place. I took him every place I ever played. Louisiana, Mississippi, and of course Rucker Park. And we made a trip to Notre Dame. Joe wanted to go to Notre Dame. So he wanted to go on the football field. But they were having construction in the stadium, and this was in August. They were having construction in the stadium, and we couldn't get in. So we went to the Convocation Center, and Joe were in there all by ourselves, and we're shooting baskets. And this guy comes in, he said, you know, you guys don't belong here. You shouldn't be here. So I had a Boston Marathon jacket on. He said, are you from Boston? I said, no, but I ran the marathon. We got talking. So I said, listen, I really apologize for coming in here. I said, we'll leave. He said, no, don't leave. Stay here as long as you want. I run this place. So Joe and I shot around in the Convocation Center in Notre Dame, where Notre Dame plays all their home basketball games. Let me tell you about the real important camp we went to. Brian Stith's basketball camp. Brian Stith is a former NBA player, and I've known him for a long time, and he's known Joe his whole life. And I got to tell you one other thing. I have 3 grandsons, the Trinity, and they're all named after me. There's John, that's Jack. There's Joseph, and there's Kevin. And Kevin isn't with us anymore. But so we're at the Brian Stith camp, and they all excelled. Matter of fact, Joe and Kevin went there as campers, and then as they got older, they stayed there as coach, and they worked at the camp. But anyway, in the beginning, I used to pay for a trophy, the John Kevin Sportsmanship Trophy. So Joe made up his mind he's going to get that trophy. And Kevin, who was a great three-point shooter, always won the three-point shooting contest. And Jack had the distinction when he was about 6 years old of getting a technical foul. Joe told him, "Jack, tell the ref he sucks." And Jack said, "Ref, he sucks." And Jack's mother is in the stands and she says, "Jackie, I'm gonna spank you after this game." But Brian Stith had played a role and I played a role in his life. He played a role, but he played a role, and he's a role model for our family. Now, this next story is very, very unique. Nobody else in the United States has ever done this. And as you may or may not know, I was the president of Southside Virginia Community College. And every spring, there's a huge tournament of club teams from universities and colleges all over the country. And Southside Virginia Community College was going to that. So to make a long story short, I told the coach I want my grandsons to play and I want to play. So we went out, we played against Cornell University from Ithaca, New York. I jumped center against a guy 6'8". You can imagine what happened there. And then I told the coach, "Get me out, I'm gonna hurt you." And Joe and Kevin played the game and we won. Nobody, no grandfather can say he played in a college game with his two grandsons. And then the Trinity, John Joseph Cavan. We used to go to UVA camps, but they had father-son camp. And at the end of the father-son camp, they have a game of, fathers and sons. And the fathers play, but there are rules. We can't block the kids' shots and we can't do this, but the fathers are kind of aggressive. But anyway, we made the finals in that game. And we're playing against Dave Leto. He's the coach of Virginia. He's 6'8", and his sons. And Kevin was with us. It was just Joe and John. And we won. We won the championship, and they got trophies, and I got a trophy too. And Joe must have scored 40 points in that game. So we've had Joe and Jack did the Muddy Buddy, where it's a short race where you run through the mud under barriers. And Joe's been to the New York Marathon, the Boston Marathon. He's been all over. Joe told me last Father's Day, "Papa, I'd like you to be my best man." He had that wrong. He's my best man. And the Trinity ran the Monument 10K, and Jack was only 6 years old when he ran it, and Kevin and Joe ran it. But in closing, I have a metaphor, and I want you to remember this metaphor. And I developed it when I was young, because everybody told me I couldn't do things. I couldn't be a basketball player. I couldn't do anything. So as a little boy, I developed this metaphor. If the game is never over, you can't lose. And basically, it's just persistence. And I tell everybody, when I used to teach psychology courses, those people who are most successful, the most successful people, are people who have persistence. And I also tell them, failure is not good, not bad. Failure is good, because the most successful people fail the most. So that's my story. That's my life with Joe. And It's been a rich, rich life, and we're so pleased and thrilled to have Sierra join us. She's got what they say in Yiddish, chutzpah, and we're so proud of her and Joe. And Joe is very special. Well, thank you. And this has been an unbelievable, but best wedding I've ever been to, by far. And the most significant one because of Joe and Sierra. And thank all of you. It's really been great.